Hey, what's going on, everybody? In this video, we are talking about Bitcoin, and we're talking about the price and what's going on with it, where I expect it to go. And I'm doing this video mostly because I get a lot of messages, a lot of questions of people asking me kind of what's going on with Bitcoin, where do I think it's headed. And not much has really changed since my last video back in December when all this drop here started to happen. But in this video, I'm going to touch on where I think it's headed, what some of the possibilities are. I mean, there's a lot of different possibilities, but I like to look at the previous history of Bitcoin. You know, I like to look at things that have happened before in the past, and I just want to kind of give you guys my take on that. So if you want to stick around, you want to learn something about Bitcoin, you know, I've been investing in Bitcoin since early 2012, and I definitely think I have a unique take on Bitcoin and the Bitcoin market. All right, guys, buckle up. Let's get to it. Some of you guys may have seen my video back in December. If you haven't, I'll go ahead and put a link in the description and pop it up there on the screen in the upper right hand for you there. But right now we're looking at, this is pretty much what's been going on with Bitcoin this year. So we can see right here, the tip of the iceberg, that was December 19th-ish, right around in there, December 17th. That was when we hit our Bitcoin all-time high. Now the last time we saw a market like this, you can see this is how 2017 started off. The last time we've seen exponential growth in Bitcoin like this was actually back in, you can see right here, look how long ago. This was 2012, December of 2012. We saw this crazy chaotic market, and then soon thereafter another crazy chaotic market. But after all of this chaos, after this almost 9,000% gain here in Bitcoin, we had a very long bear market. So I talked about a lot of this ad nauseum already, so you can go ahead and rewatch those videos if you want to get my take on what's already happened. But for right now, let's focus on where we're going. So I had not called for so much as said that one of the possibilities is that we're going to see a major correction, possibly up to 80%. Some people, based on the price of Bitcoin, where you're getting your prices from and whatnot, some people have already claimed that's happened. I still think we've got a little bit ways to go. If we see the 3,900 mark, the $4,000 mark, if we see that get broken, that's when we've got to worry, because in my opinion, guys, this whole surge started right around here. You see this lightning bolt here? Now this was last year, right around May is when I put this lightning bolt here, and that's when we kind of start to see things surge up from there. We saw a little spike back in March here, but back in, you know, skip ahead to May, that's when it actually really took off, guys. And the other thing that I want to point out about the pricing at that point, this little marker right here, I'll zoom in a little bit. Let me get closer on this so you guys can see. So this high mark right here, this little red jump spike that you see, is about $1,350. And that's significant because at the time, there was a lot of hype going on about Bitcoin surpassing the price of gold. And what does that mean? The world's going to collapse on itself if Bitcoin is worth more than gold. Nobody knew what to make of it. And it happened for a brief moment. And then the market recovered there. I don't want to use the word recover. Then the market just kind of did its thing, right? It bounced down, trended down for quite a while. You know, this was March right here. Like I said, this was March 9th. We skip ahead, where it gets right back to that point again. Now we're in April. We're at the end of April going into May, and that's where everything starts to kind of take off. So this is the pinnacle for me. If we see the $4,000 marker break, if we see that, then there's a very strong possibility we see $1,300, $1,400, $1,500 Bitcoin. Somewhere's in this ballpark. There's very little support behind all this. You know, when you're looking at what's going on up here, we've got a lot of money in the market. There's a lot of big holders in the market, but a lot of small people don't want to be holding the bill. They see this downtrend. This is new to them. They're not used to losing money, and they're just selling it off. Remember, guys, from this point all the way to this point, all this right in here, in my opinion, this is all hype. Everything that we see past the mark of gold is all hype. I would say a good 75, maybe even 80% of this market here is made up of all newbies. This is all new markets. And to kind of back that up, to support that, Coinbase was adding over 200,000 new subscribers in a month. In 30 days, we're getting over 200,000 new subscribers. So again, this to me is all hype. So this is the bubble everybody was talking about. The bubble's going to burst. The bubble's going to pop. That doesn't mean Bitcoin is not worth anything. I'm going to back this chart up a lot, as far back as it'll let me go. And this is about it. So this is the hype that we saw back in 2012. I remember back then because this is about the time that I got into it. But either way, I remember when this happened here, and the chaos that ensued was everybody said exactly what they're saying now. And I had predicted this exactly to happen the way that it happened back in December, that this entire year, 2018, is going to be a big poo-poo year for cryptocurrencies, especially with Bitcoin and Litecoin. I expect to see the gap between Bitcoin and Litecoin, that cost ratio there, I expect to see that shortened up quite a bit. It's not going to be as close to the value of Bitcoin, but we're going to see that price kind of close in on itself. Same thing with Ethereum and those other major market coins. But as far as where we're headed right now, we've already broken the precipice of problems twice. There's not a lot of support going on here. So there's a very strong possibility, I would say over the next couple of weeks, if we don't see a correction or a little bit of stabilization here, just to stable this out for a few weeks to a month, we're going to see this continue to decline. And it's very very possible that if we see 5,000, we see a big massive move to this gold drop. This is kind of a scary zone. I'm really hopeful we don't, we're not going to see this. I think we're going to see a little bit of market stabilization here, and I base that again off of what we see here. Massive drop off, a little bit of stabilization, correction, that false hope. We're still waiting for that false hope. We haven't really seen that yet. Some people said that this was our false hope, this point right here, but I don't think that this jump down and up was significant enough to really merit a false hope. False hope is going to be somewhere up in this ballpark. That's the false hope we're looking for. That will signal a major bear market coming, and that's kind of nice because it just follows the trend of psychology of what's happened before. And if we do see this bear market to come like we saw before, guys, on the other side of that dark tunnel is a bull market, and that's what we can expect to see a long time down the road. So the point really is, Bitcoin, like any other investment, is an investment. It's exactly that. It's something that you're meant to hold for a long time. If you're buying Bitcoin with the intention of flipping it for a quick profit, it's just not going to work out for you. I hate to tell you, it's just not going to happen. That pond that is far too big. It's an ocean now filled with sharks, and those day trading days are just kind of over. Maybe you can do it with some smaller penny market coins and things like that, but with the major players, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, these are long-term holds, guys. You got to pick and choose your spots, find the price point that works best for you, always be cost averaging, and it's a long-term investment. That's what I got to say. Hold on to your butts. It's going to get a lot worse before it gets any better, but it's going to be a fun year. It's definitely going to be an awesome future for crypto. I'm a big believer in this market. I think 20 years down the road, this is going to be one of the smartest decisions that I ever made. If you guys decide to get on this too, hopefully we'll all be high-fiving ourselves at the end of this rainbow. But that's what I got for you in this video. If you want to see more crypto videos, more Bitcoin videos, more analysis, things like this, just put your comments in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think. And if you're not subscribed, you know what to do, guys. Click that subscribe button. Make sure you got that like button and the bell icon checked off so you can be notified when new videos just like this one come out. All right, everybody, that's all I got for you. I'll talk to you again real soon. Peace out, everybody.